All right, guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Awesome. Take 2. Mark.
Set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Oh, welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum.
What's up?
David already got me busting a gut.
Yeah.
Before we even started.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
Sure.
Well, Penn's over here bragging about how
Bragging.
he's like, you can buy.
I'm not sure bragging is the right word.
You can buy Penn Cinema Barbie shirts.
Gonna be able to buy Penn Cinema Barbie shirts because if you were here over the weekend, which I'm sure you were,
Right?
because everybody was here over the weekend.
Yeah.
It was just like old times.
Yeah. It was.
It really was. It was
Yeah.
awesome. It was
so cool.
so much fun. And huge shout out to the entire team, especially Drew Schaefer.
Yeah.
I mean, my man, he built that Barbie box, put together the balloon wall, planned all the prizes.
Yeah.
Shout out to David Moulton.
What? Who? Oh my.
Go on.
Please tell me more.
But it was an incredibly fun night.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah. And
so many Barbies.
So many Barbies. Everybody dressed up. There was scientist Barbie, fashion Barbie, glamour Barbie, and
Workout Barbie.
Workout Barbie. My favorite was the woman who held up the doll, and she goes, "This Barbie."
I'm this one, yeah.
I'm this one.
Yeah.
And she pointed to it.
She was with the group with the lady. We said, "What Barbie are you?" And she said, "I don't know. Whatever one's in the movie that dresses like this."
I'm the one in the movie with a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's doing in a jumpsuit, but I'm her. It was great. Everybody dressed up, and David and I gave away some prizes. We had costume contests. Did we do 2 or 3?
2.
2. It's great fun. The only problem was we identified 5 people we wanted to have a contest with.
Yeah, we were like, "Come on down," and then somehow both times we turned around. There's 10 people.
Right.
It was like double the amount of people that we pointed at.
I think there was a failure of communication.
It couldn't have been us. That's the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And also shout out to Kayla,
Yeah.
who helped us out. But anyway, one of the things that made the night so much fun.
Well, big shout out to Cowgirl Barbie,
Oh yeah.
who claims
Right.
she was going to listen to the show so she could get a prize.
So one of the prizes was this was so funny. We were like, who listens? We had cool prizes.
Yeah.
And then we also had a bag
coolest prize.
And then we also had a bag of Wilbur Buds.
Yeah.
That happened to be, for whatever reason, pink. I think they were left over from Breast Cancer Awareness Month or something.
7 years ago.
Right. 1975.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we were like, well, it was like the theater was packed.
Slammed.
Packed every single seat, right? Even the front rows, high energy, excitement. And we're like, this first prize is going to go to our favorite Penn Cinema Podcast listeners. Who here listens to the show?
And then not even the crickets were chirping.
There weren't even crickets. Not even the crickets.
Quietest room I've ever been in. I was like, you could record an album in here. And no problem.
So this lady in the back quick raises her hand.
Yeah.
And it's like, I do. And then we were like, do you really? And she was like, no. But then she said she would.
Yeah.
So shout out to Cowgirl Barbie, who obviously is listening probably right now.
She wouldn't. Barbie doesn't lie.
No, Barbie does not. If we learned anything from the movie.
Yeah. Barbie does not lie. Yeah.
That was funny. That's so funny. So that's our goal. In 2024, we're going to do the same thing, prize giveaway, at the biggest movie of the year. And when we say listeners, there's going to be 100 of them competing.
Right.
You know.
And we're like, sorry, we only have one Wilbur Bud.
Right. Sorry.
A single Wilbur Bud.
Bud.
Yeah, not a bag.
Oh, the single Wilbur Bud is in a bag.
Yeah. Oh,
it's, you know.
A big one because we ate the other ones.
The bag was opened.
You can't help us.
May or may not have been other Wilbur Buds before we got to it.
Right. But there were so many guys. Even today walking in, I saw people dressed up. which is awesome.
Yeah.
There was the thing in the paper about it and everything.
Yeah. No, it's so cool. It was really great. And one of the things that made the evening special was all of our staff were wearing pink Barbie Penn Cinema t-shirts. So what you got is you got a pink shirt, t-shirt, and you got the Penn Cinema spelled across the chest in Barbie font. Like if you can picture that, right?
Yeah.
Barbie font.
Yeah.
So it was really great. And I was telling David, we had so many people wanting to buy a shirt.
Right.
That Drew and I were like, we ought to have merch. So we called the lady who made the t-shirts and we were like, we want 100 more shirts.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's great, except I don't have enough ink to make 100, so I'll sell you 50.
Right.
So we have 50 t-shirts, 50 Barbie Penn Cinema shirts. By the time you're listening to this podcast, I guarantee they're already sold out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I said, what about these Penn Cinema podcast t-shirts that I get asked about on a weekly basis?
On a daily. Yeah.
Like, no joke. Like, I mean, there's joking.
Right.
And then there's me telling you that I do literally get asked like, at least once a week.
Right.
Why don't you guys have t-shirts?
We ought to have t-shirts.
I'd buy a t-shirt. But what was the reason you said that?
Well, the lady said we ran out of pink ink. Well, she had already run out of the black ink.
All she had left was the pink.
All she had left was the pink, and we used up the last of that.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Well, there wasn't enough cotton for the fabric.
Well, there was only pink cotton.
Right. Yeah.
And we were saving it for the Barbie shirts.
Right. No, that makes sense. So if you're wondering where the Penn Cinema podcast t-shirts are, supply versus demand issues, supply chain issues.
Right.
And the only reason.
Right, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
So podcast at pencinema.com, you know, if you want.
I still have the list.
If you want that supply chain to like clear up.
I still have that list. The last time we put out a shout out.
I guarantee you it's grown. People are. I literally get that question once a week.
Yeah.
Where are the t-shirts?
We have a list of people who we're going to give t-shirts to.
Yeah.
And then we have a list of people we're going to sell t-shirts to.
Right. We're making a list. We're checking it twice.
What do you have to do to be the guy that I sell a shirt to?
Yeah. How can I get you to sell me a shirt?
Thanks for listening. Give me $20. I'll give you a shirt.
Yeah. I guarantee eventually you'll have a shirt.
What's the old comic thing? I gladly pay you now for a hamburger later.
No, I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today.
Today, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah. Exactly.
It would be really funny. I'm glad this hasn't happened. But it would be really funny if some entrepreneurial listener made their own t-shirt. Don't do it.
Don't tempt certain people.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Who's our guy?
Tony Baloney.
Tony Baloney.
Would totally. Tony Baloney's like magic.
Shady Lady did it.
Shady Lady did. Yeah. But she only made enough for us.
She got what'd she do? Like a sample?
Well, she specifically went and got beanies for us.
Right.
I got a t-shirt and an apron.
Yeah. I think I got an apron too. I gave it away for Christmas gifts.
I gave the hat away.
I did.
But I still have the other two.
I think Marley has it.
But the t-shirt is bright neon yellow.
Right.
It's like only wear this when you want to be seen from Mars.
Right. Whenever I'm doing flag work out on the road, that's what I wear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's great because it's great high visibility for the show. So everyone who's driving by, they're stopped, waiting for me to turn the stop sign.
And on it says, check out our new email.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's great.
She said when she said to put that on, they go, people don't usually say it's our new email.
She's like, this is not normal people.
Definitely not normal people.
These are not usual guys.
Yeah. Speaking of unusual guys. We got news this week.
Please.
And by news, I mean, not.
We got some news.
Some news. Let's start off with the nitty gritty. The SAG-AFTRA strike is continuing on, and it's getting not so great.
It's getting bad.
It's getting bad. Now, let's talk about this. I want to talk about, I've had some conversations with people who aren't familiar with the situation. So I kind of want to point things out for people who may not be, they hear us talking about it and they're, what's the big deal? Tom Cruise has all the money in the world.
Right. That's not the point.
That's not the point. We're talking about so many other people other than Tom Cruise, the everyday working actors. You look at actors who were on shows like Orange is the New Black, or think of any current streaming popular show. one that you're like, these people are on the top of their game, right? And then you're like, why don't I ever see them at the red carpets? The actors are speaking out now that they didn't have, like, some of them are saying, I didn't have enough money to get to the red carpet, so I couldn't go. Or like they can't afford health insurance. Used to star in a show, right? And maybe you're on like 7 or 8 episodes or whatever, and then it airs on TV for 10 years, and you draw in
couple bucks,
more than a couple bucks. You're drawing in a decent amount of money. Like, you do enough of those, you get a living wage, and you can just kind of live off of that for the most part.
Yeah.
A lot of these actors on these big shows have to have second jobs outside of acting. Like, we're talking like people like regulars on shows because the pay is so cheap. And then the residuals that used to be hundreds of dollars, they were showing checks, are coming out to like 80 cents for like a quarter. And then even if you look at what, I forget the actress's name, she broke down, she got it was like $150,000 for some role. And she's like, all right, well, immediately 50% of that goes to tax. And then another 50 or 70% of that goes to pay her staff, her marketing, like her all of her agents. So she got paid $150,000, but really she only took home $30,000 of that. And maybe that's the only job she gets for the year. You know what I mean? And like, that seems like a lot, but then when you think about the fact that it's the only job that she did, hypothetically.
So what's the strike about, though? So understanding what you just explained, it's not about Tom Cruise, it's about the working actors.
Right.
Is it that simple? Is it just pay us more?
It's pay us a living wage, but it's more than just a living wage. It's correct residuals for streaming, because that's the biggest thing, is that streaming has killed television and the DVD market, Blu-ray market, whatever you want to call it.
So is there some kind of loophole where streaming doesn't count as residuals?
Yes. Streaming does not count as broadcast television. It's a contractual thing.
Gotcha.
Now, I was reading a thing that they did, if you added up the amount of money that they are asking for, it's less than Mamma Mia 2 made.
Yeah.
So it's not that much.
Well, that's like the old thing where, people don't want to fund, whatever, social network thing in the government, and it turns out to be like less than, one aircraft carrier.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Perspective is everything.
Right. So
do you think somebody will come to their senses and the studios will step up?
It's going to be rough. So here's what we have to talk about that. So Universal is one of the big ones. So a lot of the big guys are a part of the group of production studios that are what they call struck companies. So if a company is struck, the actors can't associate with them, or the writers. It's two different groups striking, but basically for the same things. I will say a good thing of news, just a little side panel. A24, our friends at A24, basically when they came to the table and they're like, this is what we want, A24 said, yeah, sure, whatever you want. Signed off on it.
So individual studios can sign off and the strike, and the striking actors can work with A24, but not Universal?
Most of them want a Universal, like the SAG-AFTRA wants like a Universal thing, and basically, but they have to go to each place to get it. So not every company is struck. A24 was just like, yeah, sure, and they agreed. So A24 films can continue on and can be promoted. How they're promoted is weird because like you can't, the actors can't go on late night.
So will you have some
like that?
Will you have some studios come back to life before other studios?
Potentially. Generally, they'll probably all agree. Like the studios have more strength. The big studios have more strength together.
Obviously.
Right. So they're gonna stick together. But a company like A24. So I think that what we're gonna get here is what I'm gonna call like a year of indies. Year of indies. We're gonna start seeing these lower budget shows all of a sudden have amazing writing, amazing casts, or whatever, and you might not what's going to happen, I presume, either A, there's going to be the people who still go to theaters because they love film. They're going to see it. But then all of a sudden, you're going to have all these people who are like, well, this movie, I never heard of this. Like, what's this thing that Glenn Close was in? Like, that's so crazy. Look at the cast on this. I never heard of it. Because as much as we love A24, let's be real. Like, a lot of their films kind of can go under the radar sometimes.
Not Talk to Me. They got a big horror movie opening this weekend called Talk to Me.
See?
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. So, what's happening now is the production companies are basically like, we're going to starve you out. Like, once you can't afford rent anymore, you'll agree to our terms. And to make it worse, they've started pushing movies out a year or two. Right now, the rumors are Dune 2, Aquaman 2, The Color Purple, that Warner Brothers is just going to say, all right, well, not just we're going to push it off a couple months, see what happens. They're just going to push it out a full year and be like, well, it's not coming out till next year. Like, we're going to give it that long.
But doesn't that screw Warner Brothers as bad as it screws the actors?
That's the catch. See, the actors are saying you can't promote these movies without us. Warner Brothers is saying, watch us.
But now you just said two different things.
What do you mean?
If they're pushing it out a year.
Well, they are kind of saying, but look at Barbie.
What about it?
Actors can't promote Barbie. It's the biggest movie of the summer.
It didn't seem to hurt Barbie.
That's what I'm saying. So it can kind of go either way. Like, they can either gamble, put their movie out and make what money they do, or they can say, well, you don't want to promote it, we'll just not put it out, because then the actors don't get any residuals from it.
I disagree. I think the opposite. I think that the studios are all publicly traded. They're all owned by publicly traded companies. And as soon as they start pushing out their ability to make money, their shares will decline and their stockholders will demand that they develop some sort of income.
That could be. But when do they reach that point?
I think it's Labor Day.
You think?
I think it's September.
Here's one of the things that Warner Brothers did that was, when I tell you, you're going to be like, I can't believe they did this. Have you heard about the trees?
No.
So where the strikers are striking in front of Warner Brothers on the street.
In front of Warner Brothers or Universal?
Universal. Sorry, that's the correct term. In front of Universal. There's a street. And
wait, what do you mean correct term?
Because doesn't Universal own Warner Brothers?
No.
Is Universal Warner Brothers?
No. Universal and Warner Brothers are totally different.
Okay, then it's Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So along the street there where they strike, where the line is lined every 10 feet or so, 10, 20 feet, are these giant ficus trees. Big trees that shade the whole walkway.
Yeah.
Right?
Cut those motherfuckers down.
They cut them, they stumped them, and they claimed this is normal.
That's so evil.
If you see them, if you know about trees, you know that this is not the time.
Which you do.
And two, the wrong way to do it.
Right.
And then they claimed this is normal. It's our prerogative to cut the trees. It just so happens that you're striking while we're doing this.
Right.
Live with it. You're in the heat.
Yeah.
Turns out, city owns those trees. City maintains those trees. Warner Brothers did not have permission to do that and is now getting fined by the city. So, I mean, that just proves how blatantly evil it was. They probably nobody will catch us or question us.
Well, the fine is what, a couple $100 maybe? Even if it's
nothing.
Even if it's $10,000,
right.
These guys deal in big numbers. They don't care.
Right. So anyway, things are not so great for the strike right now.
Well, that's terrible, and my heart goes out to the actors, but I do think that the studios cannot afford to just tank for a year or 6 months or 3 months.
I hope.
They can't.
I guess we'll see.
Because, I mean, the story that you just said was the studios are we're going to starve you out.
Yeah.
And the actors are we're going to starve you out.
The actors are, it's more like the actors are we're already starving.
Right, exactly. Right. Our life already sucks. I'm a barista,
Yeah.
I'm already working at Target.
I have a major motion picture out, and I'm, still waiting tables.
Right. So, all right. Well, anyway, on happier news, AMC, speaking of massive, brilliant, smart companies, has now dropped Remember when they announced the Sightline pricing, and I was like, this is stupid, it'll never work. Well, apparently they heard the show, and now they've decided to drop it.
Yeah, they did some testing and found zero people went for it.
Right.
And so they're like, I guess we won't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
So who would have known, who would have thought that we would have the hot scoop
right
for
here.
that big poop.
Right here on Airport Road.
Yeah.
Speaking of poop, the Blue Beetle. Speaking of Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Blue Beetle, official one of the it's not the official first DCU movie, but it's supposedly in the universe.
What we discussed this last week. What was the official first movie?
Superman Legacy.
Superman Legacy, which has yet to drop.
Right.
We've not seen that
yet. They've done
yet.
the casting.
Right.
But yeah.
Right.
So this was supposed to be a big movie, and now they're saying they're projecting at its best it'll do 17 million.
Who said it was going to be a big movie?
Opening weekend. Well, originally they were like, this is going to be big. And then the Flash bombed. And then they were like, wah! And now they're looking at like a $17 million opening at like almost $200 million budget. It's not great.
How did Guardians of the Galaxy 3 do?
I don't remember. I think it did okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why I ask is because Drew and I had this conversation this morning. And we were talking about, we're going to bring back a bunch of the biggest movies of the year in September.
September.
Yeah. So we were planning that this morning. And we were reviewing all the biggest titles. Super Mario Brothers, as a big title this year, right? That was actually the biggest title this year. Barbie is already our 11th, after 3 days of business, is already our 11th biggest title of the year. Guardians of the Galaxy, where do you think that fits in? You think that cracked the top 10?
I feel like it was hot for a hot minute.
It was hot for a hot minute, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was our number 2 movie.
Really?
Drew and I were laughing, and I was like, oh, it's too bad Guardians did no business, or we could, look at that. And then later we were like actually crunching the numbers, and Drew was like, hey, remember that movie you told me that was such a disappointment? I was like, yeah. And he's like, it was our number 2 movie.
What was number 1? Was it Spider-Man?
Mario.
Oh, Mario.
Mario was number 1.
Yeah,
Guardians was number 2. And Spidey was number 3.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
Because you know what happened? It had an incredibly disappointing opening weekend, but then it played and played and played and played.
Because I feel like a lot of people saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't think Blue Beetle is going to go down that road, but it's just funny. The game, like, it's just such an interesting game of expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of expectations.
Indeed.
That's called a segue.
Yes. I could tell by your crown.
Someone told me the other day, they were like, you guys started going off talking about how cool your segues were, and I got so bad. I'm like, move on already. And I'm like, okay.
Wait.
I know.
We got to explore this a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
So you got some kind of problem. We provide you world-class segwation.
Yes. Oh, segwation.
Segwation.
Yeah.
Our segwation is world-class.
Yeah.
We provide it for you. And then because we're not sure, we provide the extra service of making sure that you saw the segue.
Yeah, you're aware that the segwation
right. We wanted you to appreciate it.
Yeah.
We gave you that extra minute, to soak it all in.
Yeah.
And now what?
There's your shirt, Segwation Appreciation.
Yeah, what's up? Segwation Nation.
Segwation Nation. Yes.
That's what I was going to say. That's going to be my Penn Cinema podcast shirt.
I love it.
Yep, Segwation Nation.
Well, in the Segwation Nation,
yes,
we're going to be talking about Oppenheimer next week at our live show. What's
at our
that?
Live show? What?
Our live show?
What?
Are you talking about the one at Complete and Box in Ephrata, Pennsylvania?
I don't know if you read about this.
It's at noon.
It was in all the papers.
It was in all the papers.
Yeah, it was in all the papers at high noon, not regular noon.
Right.
High noon.
High noon.
At the Complete and Box.
What if we put out a press release
Ephrata
about this?
I'm gonna.
Please.
I will.
Like, don't even joke around.
No, I swear to God.
Act like it's the coolest
I will
shit
carbon
ever.
copy you.
Yes, please.
I will carbon copy you and post a copy of the press release on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we did it, guys.
Right.
They might not report on it,
Right.
but we did it. So one of the big things about this is it was shot on IMAX.
Yes,
IMAX film.
Well, was it shot on IMAX film or was it shot on digital cameras and transitioned to? Boy, it takes some of the magic out of it, doesn't it?
I think it was shot on film.
Was it though?
I don't know. No, yeah, it was because I heard that was the big thing. It was shot on film. It should be because the whole thing was the format. This was like if you were going to put your pinky out,
which a lot of people did.
A lot of people did.
Right.
You should go see this in IMAX. But if you wanted to put your pinky, some people can put their pinky out so far it touches the back of their their hand.
wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to do that, you have to see it in digital or in print.
In print, and what you do is in that scenario, what you're required to do. I don't know if they still write it on the ticket or not, but what you're required to do is have your pinky out and cross your legs.
Oh,
it's like this. Look.
Oh, yes. I believe I'm here to see Oppenheimer.
Right. You can't relax.
No.
Because that implies that you're enjoying something.
We're talking clenched.
Right. Right.
Clenched everything.
Fully clenched.
Fully clenched.
You cannot relax and have a good time.
No.
God forbid you smile. We don't want you sharing, you know.
And when you walk out, if you have a single good thing to say about this movie,
then we know.
Keep it to yourself and block about it later.
Then we know you're a fake.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Well, the color was kind of off. So people were actually driving pretty far.
Okay, so
and long.
If we can cut through all the hilarity that we just shared.
I mean, this was pretty funny.
Right. What we're saying is you could see... I want to go back a step and provide you with an extra layer because there's another layer I'm not sure if you know about.
We're like an onion, my dude.
There's 4 formats of this movie.
4?
3 are available at Penn Cinema.
Whoa.
1, I'm going to work backwards.
Okay.
The one that you're talking about,
on
the pinky, of course, is IMAX on 70 millimeter film.
11 miles long is how long the reel is for this.
So you're saying there's... the film reel, which is actual like touchable film like the old days, which by the way is 70 millimeters, which means it's gigantic, really big pieces of film.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is when it coils around, when you uncoil it, it's 11 miles long.
Right.
Wow.
And this is the issue.
This is where it got weird.
Right. It's too much film for the machines.
Right.
And it's literally like people are driving like hour or 2 to go see this because their pinkies are that far out.
Right.
Right. They're like driving on the road, hand out, pinky out the window. So everyone knows they're on the way to Oppenheimer. It's breaking the IMAX projectors. Like a lot of places are breaking down. Like just not able to get it to function for the whole movie because it's putting such a strain on the machines. And if you look up pictures of it, it's so insanely big. It's crazy.
It's a great example in my mind of just being so uppity that you cross into stupid.
Right. Yeah, it's excess to its limit.
It's just stupid.
So I recommend if you're seeing it in digital or seeing IMAX, go to a digital theater.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the 4 formats.
Yeah.
There is the 70 millimeter, which is large and insane. And we've heard stories, the Chinese theater in Los Angeles, Mann's Chinese theater.
Yeah.
They had to do construction on their booth to be able to fit the print in the IMAX booth.
This was supposed to be so big. Some places were like reinstalling their reel-to-reel IMAX projectors.
No, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see it in 70 millimeter IMAX.
Yeah.
Or you can see it at my theater in IMAX.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Massive full-scale IMAX. What I'm getting to, which I don't think people are reporting about, which is interesting, is there's 2 more formats. You would think there's 1 more format.
The gasp.
You can leave it, you can watch it over here in our regular on-screen, massive digital theaters.
Right.
But what's interesting is we were provided 2 formats of the same movie. One is in scope, which is more of a rectangular picture.
Okay.
And one is flat, which is a square picture, which better mimics the IMAX screen. What's interesting is, and this is a really subtle point, but it's fascinating to me. It's the first time I've ever remembered getting this option from a studio, but I think it's a really great option. So if you're in Theater 1, which is a little bit smaller, more intimate, beautiful place to see a movie. I love seeing movies in Theater 1, but the masking, the screen is at its default in flat. So it's a perfectly, the whole gigantic screen is square.
Yeah.
And if we show a scope movie, we bring the masking in from top to bottom to make a rectangular. If you watch a movie in Theater 5, which is our biggest auditorium, which is another beautiful, great place to see a movie, the screen is naturally in scope. And if you show a flat movie, the masking comes in from the side to make the screen square.
Right.
So what Universal did, which I think was really smart and really cool, is they sent us a flat formatted version and a scope formatted version. So when you come in to see Oppenheimer, if it happens to be in Theater 1, you're going to be watching a flat format, which means it's going to look perfect on the flat screen.
Wow.
No masking. And if you come in and see it in Theater 5, you're going to see a scope version, so it's going to take up the whole screen. Again, no masking.
Right.
Really cool. I think it's really cool that they did that, and it shows somebody thinking about where the movie is going to be projected.
Right.
So as much as I'm saying, oh, this debacle with 70 millimeter is just stupidity at its finest, I will also give credit where credit is due. Really smart and cool that they gave us a flat version and a scope version, because when I play a flat version in Theater 5, that masking comes in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And somebody's going to be looking at that going, well, I wish it was on the whole screen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think people probably notice the masking more when it switches from ads to the theater, when it opens up. That's
Absolutely.
You're usually like, oh, hey, look, it's getting bigger.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, Oppenheimer has been a complicated movie, but Christopher Nolan, we love him. He's the best. Dark Knight, Interstellar, Dunkirk, Tenet, James Bond.
James what?
What?
Did he do a James Bond?
Well, our next article, our next headline reveals that Christopher Nolan has once again, which leads you to believe that he's lobbying for this, has once again shared his admiration for the James Bond franchise and revealed that it would be, quote, an amazing privilege, end quote, to direct a film featuring the Brit super spy. In a new interview, Christopher Nolan admitted that he would gladly accept the opportunity if presented at the right moment.
I just want you to know something. I really like Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
And if given the opportunity, I would totally get a walk-on, maybe even a speaking role.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just saying that if the opportunity were to arrive,
you would.
I would not turn it down. I mean, I respect that show enough to give it my time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. And I would like to take this moment to share my admiration for the New England Patriots.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I will reveal that it would be, for me, an amazing privilege to play for the New England.
Balls, right?
To catch a ball, throw a ball.
Yeah.
You know, I'd even block. I don't need to be
You do all that for them?
Absolutely.
If the opportunity arose, would you score a point?
If it was at the right moment.
Oh, okay. All right. It's got to be the right time. Right place.
You know, David, I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I got a lot on my plate.
Yeah.
I can't just drop everything to go play for the Patriots.
Your name's on the building.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know.
Come on. That's pen with two ends, not one. You've got a lot going on.
Sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I guess he wants to do a Bond movie. Oh, here it comes. That's all the news fit to print.
Okay.
Let's move on to trailers.
I desperately want to move on to trailers, but can I just share a comment?
Yeah, please.
I think it would be freaking awesome.
Are you going to share it?
For Christopher Nolan to direct James Bond.
Oh, okay.
To do a trilogy like he did at Dark Knight. I would love that.
Yeah.
With the right person as James Bond.
Do it to it. Yeah. Who would be his Bond?
I still like Ichabod Elbow Crane.
He doesn't want to do it, though.
I know, but I still like him for it. What's his real name? I forget. I have his fake name, so
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
We call him Ichabod Elbow Crane.
So long. Can't even remember his original name. Yeah.
There's somebody else in my life like that. I forget who it is. It's a real person, and I tease them by calling them the wrong name so much that now I can't remember which is the correct name and which is the joke. Yeah. So I can't address them by anything. I think it's one of the kids downstairs. And I can't remember which is right and which is the joke. So now I can't address them by anything. I just say, "Hey, how you doing, man?" Yeah, that's it.
The owner of my job called me Daryl for years. Years. And I never corrected him.
No, why would you?
To the point now when he says it's my name, you can tell that there's like, he's like, David.
That's great. All right, trailers. Trailers.
First up, we have a trailer for The Marvels. I gotta say, pretty good.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Surprisingly good.
Have you been hearing negative stuff about this?
Yeah, but there's a lot of negative stuff about Captain Marvel.
Yeah. But I think after watching this trailer, it's unnecessary.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I like the girls' team. It's about time.
Yeah.
There's enough women in the Marvel universe now that's like should have happened by now.
Yeah.
I think the premise is cool. They're tied in by their powers, switching places.
Are there any Marvel movies between today and Marvels?
No.
Okay. So I really hope that we as a collective world can get all the little negativity snipes out of our system. We have all of July. We have another week of July.
Yeah.
Then we have all of August, all of September, all of October to be negative.
Yeah.
You can have 3 months of talking about how you have superhero fatigue and then get it out of your system. And then on November 10th, can we all just have a positive attitude and enjoy this movie?
This movie does look like it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I have hopes.
I do too.
Marvel needs something solid.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be great as much as it just needs to be good. Like,
what was the name of the show with the girl? Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
She's in it.
She's in it.
Yeah.
And remember how much we loved that show, even though it's TV.
It has some weak points, but it's good.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. All right. Great trailer. Was that your trailer of the week?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No, my trailer of the week might surprise you.
Okay.
Okay. Next we have Gran Turismo Trailer 2. This is the second time this trailer has been made.
The same trailer.
No, it had some other stuff.
It has some slight other stuff. It had a great moment where the kid pukes on the racetrack and David Harbour says, "You puked on my lawn."
That was in the first trailer, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This trailers were a lot like the first trailer.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's race cars.
Yeah.
It doesn't look horrible or anything.
This opens August 11th in IMAX, and actually there's going to be...
It might be cool in IMAX. Actually.
Yeah, I think so. And there's going to be a screening, I want to say August 10th or 9th, in IMAX featuring live. So you watch the movie, and then there's after the movie, there's a live, or maybe it's before, Q&A with the stars of the movie.
You mean live, like we're going to be live next Saturday at Complete in Box at 12
Complete in Box at noon?
Yeah.
High noon or regular noon?
Well, high noon for sure.
Right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Next one was a kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
I'm feeling you're not feeling it. It's Nandor, Fodor, and the Talking Mongoose. What has me interested is it's quirky, and it's got our boy...
Simon Pegg
in it. No?
Okay, go on.
No?
Go on. I'm listening.
I think it looks like it could be funny. Quirky, funny. I'm not saying like stop the presses, but I am saying when there's no other movies out here in a couple months.
Do you like McDonald's?
I'm sure enough.
Like nothing wrong with it, you know, but so you get what you get from McDonald's, right?
Sure.
And then somebody comes along and they're like, we have this amazing chicken cordon bleu sandwich.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you about this sandwich, and it's so good.
Yeah.
And you start thinking about how good it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then you say, where do I get it? And they say McDonald's. And you're like, ooh.
It's because you saw Saban.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they do something that was good recently?
I'm not trying to bash an entire studio. I'm just trying to be honest about my opinions.
Yeah, they don't do great things.
Yeah. The next one is The Creator Trailer 2 from 20th Century.
Oh.
We're still rolling out 20th Century content, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks amazing.
Is this your trailer of the week?
No.
Yeah. This looked good. I I think amazing is a strong word.
I love the story. And I love the visuals.
Yeah.
Whether or not they go together.
Right.
I think because the visuals look like paintings from like a tabletop game to me.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Oh man, I want to be playing that game.
I want to play.
Yeah. Does it work as a movie? We'll see.
Yeah. I feel the exact
I think
same
Hans
way.
Zimmer's doing the.
Oh.
I think I read that somewhere.
Oh, you read that somewhere?
I read it somewhere.
Read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it from you.
Yeah. This one I really liked.
We're talking about A Haunting in Venice trailer number 2.
Yeah, I thought the first trailer was good, but this one I thought was even better.
Yes, this was a great trailer.
It got me kind of pumped.
Yeah.
And
Did you know what it was for at first?
Yeah.
It took me a second.
Yeah.
Because it plays like a horror movie.
It does.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be
Dark.
It's gonna be dark. It's gonna have the spookies, and of course, by the end, he's gonna be like, "It was Mr. Mustard with the
the pipe in the billiards room."
Like there'll be a reason that it's not scary at the end.
Yeah,
but maybe just a little bit of maybe it was scary.
I always say, no lead pipes are allowed in my billiards room.
One time I came over.
There was that time,
and I was like, "You don't mind if I bring my lead pipe in,
right?
Do you?" And you're like, "I prefer if you kept it out."
And I pointed. Yeah. To the sign that is on the wall right outside of my billiards room that says no lead pipes.
Right. And I saw one on the table.
Damn it.
Take this out the car.
All right. Is this your trailer of the week, Migration?
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
Of the week.
The next movie is called Migration from Illumination.
Yeah.
Illumination with the Migration.
The company that brought you Super Mario Brothers, pretending like they had anything to do with why that was a
and
popular
Despicable
franchise.
Me Too.
I'll give you that.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm not trying to defend it. This looks cute.
It'll be a good kids movie.
This is going to be a great kids movie. It looks cute.
Aquafina in it. That last scene with Aquafina where she's like, "Follow me closely,"
right?
And keeps getting hit by cars and stuff. Okay, maybe not so close. That part had me chuckling pretty good.
There was a lot of laughs. Like right at the beginning when the little duck was like, "He loves her and wants to marry her," and he goes, "That's not what I said," and the little duck goes, "He said it with his eyes." All right, I guess by process of elimination, the last trailer is our trailer.
Our trailer of the week.
Our shared trailer of the week.
I'm so happy for that because this looked so great.
Penn and David on the same page again.
What up?
What's up? The Holdovers.
Yeah.
Starring Paul Giamatti, who apparently was perfectly cast. I'll tell you, this was my trailer of the week before it finished. But the freeze frame at the end when the title comes on is just, like that is just absolutely gold. So this is a trailer. You're listening to the show, so you obviously like movies.
Yeah.
Go watch this trailer.
Yeah, this is a movie lovers trailer, I think.
Yeah, you might be right. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. It reminds me of what's that movie with Robin Williams where they're away at the school. It's famous.
Captain, my Captain.
No, that's the scene.
Yeah, the English teacher.
Yeah, something like that.
The English patient.
This looks similar. This looks similar.
Titanic.
Godfather. Jaws. Scarface.
That's it. It's Scarface.
That's the one. Robin Williams in Scarface.
Yeah. Where's the teacher? You remember. Everyone loves that one.
Imagine Robin Williams delivering that line. Say hello to my little crazy friend. Hey. The Holdovers, starring Paul Giamatti. This looks so... I want to watch a trailer again.
It looks funny and it looks touching. Paul Giamatti, it reminds me of Sideways. And it's made by the same guy who did Sideways.
Yeah.
That's why it reminds me of something. And
I guess, yeah.
I love Sideways. I remember I went up to Midtown Theater.
I need to rewatch Sideways.
It's very... the comedy is so subtle. I remember I went to see it in Midtown. You know Midtown?
Yeah, I do. I didn't know that you've been up there.
Yeah. That used to be where I had to go to see the indie stuff.
Okay, yeah. Where do you go now? Penn Cinema.
Penn Cinema or Zoe.
Or Zoe.
Yeah. So went up there. It's been a long time since I've been up there. Anyway, went up there, and there was like maybe a couple of us in the theater. The Big O, Yo Jimbo, and I. And we're watching it, and there's this scene that it's so subtle. It's not meant to be as funny as it is. Paul Giamatti walks in the room, and Hayden Christensen's laying face down on the bed. He's like, "Let's go," and the way Hayden Christensen stands up, it's just like. It's like robot. I don't know. It cracked us up so bad. We were dying in the theater laughing at it. It's hard to explain.
I can't remember the name of that movie that I'm thinking of, but it's an iconic movie.
With Robin Williams?
Yeah. Did we remember it?
No, but it's the one where he's the teacher. It's Captain, my captain.
Yeah, but how am I not? Okay, I'm sorry. I got
Look,
stuck.
if you want to talk about Robin Williams, I had a conversation about him today. Talking about how great. Yeah, we're talking about.
I swear to God.
I swear, we're talking about how great Mrs. Doubtfire is.
Yeah, great movie.
Right, and then we were like, well, he wasn't that old in that.
It was drive-by fruiting.
Yeah, he was probably in his 40s. Like,
right.
He was our age.
Yeah,
so me and the quote unquote peers that I had lunch with. we're saying
because you had to clarify because I'm not in my 40s. Right,
you're way younger.
Right.
Yeah,
not yet.
Yeah. So then I said, hey, do you guys realize that in Back to the Future he goes from the 80s to the 50s, right? If that movie was made today, he'd go back to the 90s. Ooh. And then everyone at the table collectively like barfed and couldn't handle the news and started having seizures and stuff.
I think the difference between the 80s, I know you were just trying to be funny, but now there's something interesting. Would you agree the difference between the 80s and the 50s
is much more substantial?
Much more substantial is the word I would use.
Yes.
Than the difference from the 23s to the 90s.
Yeah, but the whole thing isn't necessarily the difference as much as we're old. Like we were kids then, and now we're old now. And now we can relate to the movie in a different way.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Trailer of the week was The Holdovers.
The Holdovers podcast at pencinema.com. If you can remind me quick the name of that movie.
It starts with it's not the patient. It's not the practice. It's something. Anyway.
It's not Good Will Hunting. It's not Patch Adams.
The English.
It's not Cider
teacher.
House Rules. It's not English. That's not in it, I don't think.
It's not English. It's in German.
It's not Cider House Rules. We ruled out Scarface.
We ruled out Scarface.
And you know what's great about this? And now I'm actually like really happy.
Yeah.
I know that there's like 6 people screaming
at us. Yeah, we legit cannot remember.
Right.
We could look it up, and you even tried to for a second.
I did for it, but I did.
Yeah.
But then I felt like I was doing you a disservice because you were trying to tell some story about an indie movie in Midtown or something.
Yeah, it was pretty lame.
Some guy sat up.
It was funny. If you had to have been there.
You know a story's not funny.
Yeah, when you get bored of it halfway through,
No. Do you know a story's not funny when at the end of the story, you have to tell the listener it was so funny. Like if they're not already laughing, you telling them it was so funny is not going to make the story funny.
Now I question all my stories.
All right.
You ready about to talk about the big movie?
David, this week we reviewed the biggest movie of the year.
Yeah. Crazy opening weekend, like 130 something million, right?
What planet are you on? $165 million opening. Barbie opened to $165 million.
When big movies are getting like
80, 65,
yeah.
Right.
Insane.
Wow.
Insane.
Yeah, massive. So this was the biggest movie weekend domestically since April of 2019.
Wow.
Avengers Endgame. And for Penn Cinema, it was also the biggest weekend since Avengers Endgame.
Wow.
Yeah, it's true. It was really great. It's really exciting. We already covered at the beginning of the show, so we don't need to rehash it, but I would just like to repeat, it was so fun.
Yeah.
It was such a fun weekend, thanks to you, thanks to Drew, thanks to the whole team, but mostly all the fun people that came out to have a good time and see the movies. A lot of Barbenheimers, you know, were out doing the joint Barbie Oppenheimer double feature. I did not do the double feature. I'm watching Oppenheimer this week.
Same.
So what'd you think of the movie? So that's all the hype.
Yeah.
And you can hear it. I mean, I don't know if
that came through, but there was screaming out there.
That's Barbie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Monday and we're going to do over 2,000 people.
That's insane. Anyway, Barbie, I really liked it. I thought it was funny. I thought the story was well thought out and not like overly cliche. I mean, there were some things you saw coming, but it still worked for me. I thought it had at the beginning it felt really heavy-handed, the message, but then it worked out that by the end it didn't feel as heavy-handed.
I felt like the message got more they didn't dumb it down for the audience.
No.
Like the message is not just like girl power.
No, it's a lot
You know, it's much more subtle. It's much deeper, and it's not limited to genders.
I wouldn't say it's subtle as much as but I would agree it's not.
It's rich.
It's not. It's deeper.
Deeper. That's the
It's
word.
definitely deeper.
Deeper.
But it's not subtle.
Yeah.
Because it is in your face immediately.
First of all, immediately, and then throughout the entire.
Yeah, they don't let
movie.
you. They don't let you forget about what we're talking about.
Right. But it works.
It does. Now, this is the comment I got from LOL Jamie, who I saw this movie with.
Yeah.
As soon as the credits started rolling, she said, "All I got from that is I'm supposed to hate men." And I was like, I don't like. Okay, like maybe you. I don't know if she got so turned off from that, because there was, at one point, it was very much like anti-men. But as a guy, well, this is what I've been telling people. As a guy watching the movie, like at first I was like, wow, this is really anti-men. But then as it went on, I was like, no, it's not anti-men. It's just uncomfortable for pointing out the things that it's pointing out, which is what you need to do,
Right.
to invoke change.
Right.
And I felt as a guy watching this movie that is very pro-feminism, at the end of the movie, what I got from it was, yo, like, check yourself. Like, when, like, in your everyday life, like, think outside of this box of privilege that males have, that we don't need sometimes realize we have around us. And, you know, think a little bit more about things and how it affects other people. And I was like, you know, it could have just been anti-men,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Like,
That
it
would
was
have been
just
easy.
Yeah. But I felt like it, you know, by the end, it pointed out that, you know, and in some cases, I mean, like with Ken, like he was the masculine villain-ish for a good portion of it. But even then, it just pointed out, it's like, that's not, you know, he was kind of a product of his own misconceptions.
Right.
And that's not really, you know, he was kind of trapped in it himself.
I thought as though they did a good job of saying some uncomfortable things, pointing out some uncomfortable truths.
Yeah.
But also, what's the word I'm looking for? But also, like, they didn't oversimplify it. Like, there's no easy answers.
Right.
There's no, like, oh, well, if we just did it this way, then everything would be okay.
Yeah. And especially at the end, everything didn't just go back to the way it was.
Yeah.
That's not how change works either.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was great. I loved it. I
Yeah.
loved the walk with Rhea Perlman, the Barbie inventor.
the end, yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was so well done. It was great, you know.
Yeah.
And I also thought there was somebody else in there from the Cheers era, Danny DeVito.
Who's that?
No. Wait, where did I see? I saw Danny DeVito in the trailer for The Haunted Mansion. Don't you associate Danny DeVito with Rhea Perlman?
Yeah, but
And I haven't thought about either one of them in years. And then I go to one screening and I see both of them.
I just mean that this is not the first time you've had two drastically different things, and your brain is like, they are the same thing. It happened with Indiana Jones.
That was totally different.
And it was not totally different.
No, that was totally different because that was me literally mushing up two movies into one movie
But
memory.
then you were like,
one movie memory.
You just said that you liked Danny DeVito in this movie, who was not in this movie, and indeed was only in maybe a minute of a trailer that you saw before the movie.
It made a big impression upon me.
I mean, clearly. I need to question everything from you now.
As well you should. Welcome to my world. David, everything is temporary.
Everything is an amalgam with you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no wonder you do Iron Man.
Do you even exist? Are you sure of that? Or
Not anymore.
Right.
You do Iron Man because it mushes all the sports
Right.
into one.
Right.
You don't have, what do you do? Ah!
What am I doing right now?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that's our review with Barbie. Best movie you've ever seen, right?
Best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely. If you haven't seen it, which is crazy, go see it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Moving on. Questions, comments, answers, suggestions, and so forth from our listeners who emailed us at our brand new email.
All right.
Podcast@PennCinema.
I think with the new email, we're really going to get even more.
Yeah,
I mean, we get a lot.
It's so much easier now.
We get a lot.
Yeah.
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 The first one comes in from the mystery.
From who?
The mystery gobble.
This guy?
We do the gobble gobble. We do the turkey wobble. We do the gobble gobble.
Say what?
I feel like our show has really improved ever since we put the shocks on the table, so that when we play the gobble song, the whole table bounces up and down. What do you call that? Like when the guys put it on their cars.
Hydraulics?
Yeah, they got the hydraulics on the desk. Drew was kind enough to install the hydraulics.
Yeah, we said, hey, Drew, can you put the lift kit in?
That's what it was.
And
The
he
lift
was
kit.
like, yeah, no problem.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. Except I spilled my water during the
That was
during the
embarrassing.
gobble introduction.
But thankfully, he put an exhaust on, too.
Right. So Gobble writes in with a link to an article.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was saying that. At the top of the email, he said something like, I called this, or didn't I predict this, or something like that. And I thought he was going to tell us that some movie studio had come up with an idea. Remember Cocaine Bear?
Do I?
Do you remember a minute ago when I was like, Drew and I were talking this morning about the biggest movies of the year?
Right. You were probably Cocaine Bear was huge.
And then we were talking about, we were saying we should have a special film series, a Parade of Disappointment.
Yes.
And the grand marshal of that parade would be the Cocaine Bear.
Right.
Right? The most disappointing movie of the year. And I almost say that with love. Because the premise for
So
Cocaine
promising.
Bear had such great potential. It could have been the greatest movie I've ever seen. And in fact, it was not. So anyway, around the time when Cocaine Bear came out,
Yeah.
Mystery Gobble wrote in about the sequel is going to be Cocaine Shark.
Right.
So we all laughed. Oh, that's really funny. You're funny.
Yeah.
And so then he wrote in, and the headline was something like, didn't I predict this? And I thought it was going to be a link to a Hollywood, somebody who was making a movie about Cocaine Shark. But in fact, it was a news story that they think that sharks in the oceans are intercepting cocaine shipments.
Yeah, and eating it.
So there are cocaine sharks, not in Hollywood,
No.
but in the water. So keep that in mind next time you go swimming.
Wait till those loan sharks get a hold of those cocaine sharks.
See what you did there?
Yeah.
I think the loan sharks have been on cocaine for years.
That's true.
I think that goes
That is
back.
super true.
That goes back a little ways.
That was a great article, though, by the way.
Yes, thank you, Mr.
Then we had our boy. We haven't heard from him for a while. Trailer Master Jason.
He's a man of mystery.
He is an international man of trailer mystery.
Yes.
Trailer Master Jason wrote in and he said, yo, babies make you crazy busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we were like, yeah. Yeah. He just wanted to comment. We were talking about how the soda machines
Love this
changed.
guy. Yeah.
And he's like, yo, we missed the freestyle
what's
sodas.
up?
He had a paragraph story about
Yeah,
the
that's
soda
right.
machine.
That's right.
And we were like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
Cool story.
Cool story, bro. We're keeping the regular
Yeah,
machines.
it's done now.
Right.
But then they said they like them. They're like, these machines do taste better. Anyway, his big question for Penn.
Mm-hmm.
Willy Wonka's coming out. What are the chances of getting some Wonka bars up at the concession stand?
I will frequently, maybe that's a strong word, but from time to time, correct me if I'm wrong, people have written into the show with you know what you should do? You should do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And then 9 times out of 10, most of the time, I'm like, we already thought of that, and here's why it didn't work. We already tried that, or it's too expensive, or this is why it's a bad idea. You're stupid for writing in. You know what I mean? All this kind
You
of...
often tell people that.
Yeah. Right.
You're stupid for writing in. That's why people like to write in.
Right. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Frequently, people have ideas, and we always say it with love. But usually there's a reason. Usually we thought of that idea 10 years ago. We tried it. There's some reason it didn't work. A couple years later, we thought of it again, forgot that it didn't work 2 years prior, tried it again, it didn't work. Usually we try a bad idea 3 or 4 times until we remember, oh shit, we should stop doing that bad idea, and then we're done. And then like 5 or 6 years later, somebody either writes into the show or stops me at a coffee store or in the supermarket, and it's like, hey, Penn, you know what you should do? You should sell baked goods.
Yeah.
That would be really great. You should have like homemade whoopie pies.
Yeah, how come you hadn't thought of that?
So, with that being said, I will say I had not thought of Wonka bars.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
It is a pretty good idea.
I think that is a fantastic idea.
I think that actually would do pretty good.
I'm going to pursue it, and I will give Trailer Master Jason a free Wonka bar.
What?
And a ticket.
What?
Or 2.
That's amazing. Trailer Master Jason's going to be seeing Wonka. But then, you would have thought that was the highlight of his email. You would have. That's a lot right there. But then
that by itself
was pretty good.
As Barbie would say, that's knuff.
Yeah.
Right.
It's definitely knuff.
Right.
But then he signed off.
What?
With maybe the best signature ever. He's like, hey, 887 days until Avatar 3. I literally lulled at that. I was just like, oh, that was good. That was good.
My question, and I am revealing my ignorance here.
Yeah.
Is that a accurate number, or is that
I think at some point there was a date
Is that
given.
a being funny number?
No, I think that there was a date given.
So we think it's almost
hypothetical.
we think it's almost 3 years away, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Because 887, 365 times 2 is 20 something. 730.
You and your numbers.
You think so fancy.
So fancy. I don't know. Yeah, it might not be right, but it was still a great joke.
It is hilarious.
The fact that there was a countdown, whether it's true or not, is funny.
Right.
Yeah. You're the big reader.
Oh my
you
God.
Want to do the big read?
Oh my God, I got to read this?
Well, I mean,
but it's written in Canadian.
Oh, say what?
Why is this
She's
Canadian?
not Canadian.
I know. Why would she write it in
She's
Canadian?
close.
I think we discussed
to the border.
I think we discussed this earlier, and I think she just likes using the Canadian spelling just for for
that's
kicks.
That's not the Canadian. That's the European, isn't it? British? European for sure, right?
David said peeing. Okay, all right. Can we grow up for 1 second?
I should do
Can we
stand-up.
just be professionals for once?
Consummate professionals. Please.
Okay, Frodo wrote in.
Yeah.
Regarding, she wrote in about pneumonia.
No, not pneumonia.
Pneumonia?
Not
the boogie woogie flu?
No, not
the rockin' pneumonia and the boogie woogie flu?
Not the rockin' not rock'em sock'em flu.
No, we're talking about an animated movie.
Pneumona.
Pneumona.
Pneumona. I knew it's pneumona.
Pneumona.
Yeah.
Okay. New Money is my favorite movie. Now she spelled favorite like a Canadian.
Like a British person.
So I just want to share that with our listeners.
That's like when I say aluminium instead of aluminum.
Right. Absolutely. Or advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Nimona is my favorite movie, and it's the first time I've said that about a movie. Wow.
This is why it's so great.
Yeah. I have plenty of, quote, favorite movies in a broad plural sense, but I didn't have a favorite movie. I get that. I totally can relate to what she says.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really...
Kind of like how you're like, this is the best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's got such a good way with words.
Yeah.
All right, she goes on to write, so she says, I have plenty of favorite movies in a broad plural sense, but I didn't have a favorite movie. I watched Nimona, and now I have a favorite movie. I have no hesitancy in saying that it is my favorite movie. Nimona is perfect. What I love about this email is how many times she has reason to use the word favorite.
Yeah.
And she spells it like Canadian every time.
Every single time.
Okay. Nimona is perfect. I could barely see during the credits because of my tears. Presumably tears of joy.
Right.
I could barely see during the credits because of my tears. And I watched the whole of the credits, mostly because I was sitting there, emotionally stunned, tears intermittently streaming down my face. Holy cow, did that... Well, that's not exactly what she said.
No.
She said holy cow, but it started with an F.
Holy foul.
Holy fuck, did that movie hit me. And the story itself. You know that I love animation, but that's because I love art. And story is my favorite art. The ideas of a good story. The impact of meaning in a story. Narrative driven by characters. Lore. I love good stories. I have even only ever called one other movie before perfect, and even that one didn't didn't fit inside my heart like Nimona does. I have a saying. The best pizza in the world is the one that the person eating it likes the most. Nimona is the best movie I've seen. There is no movie I feel as strongly for as I feel about Nimona. There is no question Nimona is my favorite movie. My God. If we had a drinking game for every time she said favorite, we'd both be passed out.
Passion, man.
Yeah, I love it. There is no question Nimona is my second favorite movie.
Oh, her first favorite movie.
No, I sorry, I misread that. It says there is no question Nimona is my favorite movie. That's pretty cool. I think triple exclamation points. She concludes by writing, I am beaming.
What?
About this movie.
Who would have thought?
Now, David, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, this movie's pretty great.
That's what I hear.
I mean, she used the word perfect. Favorite a couple times. Yeah. Favorite. I think it's pronounced favorite. Yeah. Imagine if I read the whole thing saying favorite instead. That would have been funnier. Shit, I missed that opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, now I have a question for you. This movie, Nimona. My first question.
Yeah.
You ever heard of it?
Yes.
Okay, second question. I'm so excited about this movie because I just read this incredibly impassioned email from Frodo. Where do I go to see it?
Netflix. She had a portion of her email. She talked about how it was supposed to come to theaters, and then some sort of things happened, and it didn't make it to theaters.
Is this part of the explanation she gave us a few weeks ago about how Pixar is only sending its safer movies to theaters?
It might be in that category, but I think this had more of like, she kind of alluded to more of a viewpoint thing. Like an agenda type of thing that this goes against. So, yeah. I'm not entirely... I don't want to speak incorrectly. That's why I'm being more vague.
I see that.
Because I don't know the correct answer. But that's... That there was an agenda that this... Because I haven't seen it, I don't know if it speaks for or against or what. But, yeah. So that's why it was taken off. But I got some info this week.
Did ya?
I heard from Top 10 Sarah, she said, "What up?"
What up?
And I said, "What up, homie?" And she said, "You know your Dune books that I'm borrowing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know those." She said, "They're about to be world traveling Dune books." She's like, "I'm taking them on the plane and I'm traveling all around the world to go to the Grand Prix at all these different places to see these race cars go zoom, zoom, left, right, and center. And your books are coming along for the ride."
Is Sarah going to go to Vegas to see the race in Vegas? Because they tore up the entire strip in Vegas to build an F1, is that Formula One racetrack.
Well, you'll have to ask.
Yeah.
Or she'll have to write in.
I think I just did ask.
Yeah. Podcast at pencinema.com.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's traveling the world. She's like, "I'm going to catch up on the podcast. I got all this time, these flights. It's going to be the best."
Hey, good news, Scott.
Yeah.
To help her with her travels, today's podcast is going to be 4 hours long.
Don't worry.
All of this is just the introduction.
We're going to play the intro any minute now. Right? So not to be outdone, we then heard...
It's a family affair.
Yeah. It's a family affair. Everyone's favorite sister. She said, we asked, how could we improve the podcast, knowing that no one would be able to give any answers.
Right.
Everyone's favorite sister is like, you want to improve it?
Yeah.
Do an entire episode in Pig Latin.
Ig pay Attenley?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yay.
It's not.
Yay.
Yeah, that's not right. I've already failed.
Right. You're out.
Yeah.
That just leaves me and the crew.
Yeah, we'll see who can hold him. Frank, he does this all the time.
He does too. It's true.
He went to the championship.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
Championships say.
Exactly.
Yeah. How do you say Hawaii in Pig Latin? Hawaii.
Oh boy. Anyway. So look, if you want to be a part of the show like these wonderful people, go ahead and email us podcast@pencinema.com. That's our new email.
Right.
Podcast@pencinema.com.
Right.
Pen, what are you doing? What's been going on with you outside?
What are you reading? What are you watching? What are you writing?
Yeah, what are you reading?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm watching A Crowded Room on, I believe it's Apple TV. Did I talk about this last week?
I don't know.
It's really good. It stars Tom Holland and Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah.
I remember I thought I was watching the whole thing, and then all of a sudden I had to wait a week for another episode.
That's right.
Yeah, so now I watched the next episode. Now I have to wait another week, so I'm a little annoyed.
Yeah.
but the show is great.
Yeah.
I'm also listening to a podcast called The Watch. You heard of this?
No.
It's mostly a TV podcast, but what got me interested in it was that they promised in the little summary thing. I heard from a friend of mine that he listens to The Watch.
Okay.
And
it's not just a ticking clock and like the time is
right,
now.
right. No. It's a whole different thing.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right.
It's a
Okay.
whole, you got The Watch and then The Watch.
The watch.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Right. I thought they were going to be talking about the writer's strike.
Okay. Yeah.
Which they did.
Okay.
But then they said nothing interesting about it. So now I want to put one last thing, because when I think about what I've been doing, what I've been up to, you know what I've been doing?
What?
You ever played Dutch Blitz?
The card game?
Yes.
I have.
We have been playing Dutch Blitz at my house like it's going out of style.
Yeah?
It is so fun.
You know what my favorite part of that story is? How I was not part of it. I am not a fan of those games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's what I've been doing.
Wow.
What about you?
So, Secret Invasion's a big letdown. It continues to move forward.
And you continue to watch it.
And I've got to stay in the know. I don't know if you're a professional podcaster. Dude, Strange New Worlds blew the lid off of things. There's this animated version of Star Trek that's goofy and funny. And in the last episode of Strange New Worlds, the animated people came into the real, and they had the people who do the voices actually play the characters.
Oh my God.
For real. And it was so good. My God. But nobody else cares, so whatever.
Wait, I have a question.
Joel Codes and I taught we just like go on in our text
Fangirl.
about
I have a
our
question for you.
shows, Yeah.
Did I see a headline? Are they making a Star Trek musical?
The next episode of Strange New World, or 2 episodes from now, the episode of Strange New World is called, I think it's Starship Rhapsody, and it is a musical episode of Star Trek. What I love about Strange New Worlds is they're not afraid to do these wacky things. Like
this is almost enough to make me want to tune in.
Almost.
No, I think it might be. It's on Paramount Plus though, right?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I don't have, so that's
if only your boy had a login for you.
that's a problem.
Yeah. You're like if only. Whoops. Gotta listen to my clock. Okay, but here's something I did.
Yeah.
I went to this thing. It's in northern Philly. It's called Otherworld. It is an experience. If you like interactive experiences or even escape rooms or puzzles.
I do.
Yeah, Penn. I'm legit, Penn. You need to go to this thing. Okay, so it officially opens August 4th, right? They had 2 weekends of beta testing.
And you got in on one of them.
I got in on one of them. Yeah. And so it's this weekend and next weekend, and then it opens. And I guess it opens next week. Yeah.
I can't go next weekend because I'm doing a live show at Complete in Box in Ephrata at noon.
High noon?
Yeah, they gave me the spot.
Oh my gosh. Can I come?
Well, I mean, are you busy? You got plans?
It's funny you mention. I'm doing a live show.
Really?
At Complete in Box in Ephrata, Pennsylvania.
Wait, at the
one over here.
Right there in Ephrata.
Yeah, at high noon.
At high noon? Because mine's at high noon. Are you also high noon? We should.
They double booked us.
Did we just become best friends?
So anyway, it's this experience. They have these kind of things in Vegas and stuff. There's another Otherworld in I think Columbus, Ohio. You walk in and it's just like the craziest things. Like there's an Asteroids arcade machine, right? But then the bottom part of the arcade machine is a tunnel that looks like computer boards, and you crawl through that. Down this tunnel of computer boards, and you come out into a room where the walls are all LEDs, and there's these 2 pillars, and at the top of the pillar is like the spaceship from the asteroids, and you and another person can sit there, and the whole room, it's like you're inside the video game. Like the little asteroids are coming down at you, and you've got to aim the ship at it and fire it. Or there's a giant dragon, like it's about to eat you, and then you walk through its mouth, and its esophagus is the walls are like balloons, filled with air, and you got to push through, and then you come out in some other room, and each room has weird themes and puzzles in them, all sorts of crazy cool things.
And it was amazing.
Yeah, like a tree made out of arms, and then the hands are sticking out doing high fives and fist pounds, and when you interact with them, the tree will change color. It's all this stuff with cameras and interactive, like, invisible lasers and stuff. It's really cool.
If somebody described all that to me,
you have to look up pictures.
The very first person I would think of would be David Moulton.
Google Otherworld and then go to images, and you'll kind of get the look of like what it is. Yeah.
Dope.
So, all right. So moving on. Next week, you might not know this, but we're going to be having a live show at Complete Box 12th anniversary celebration.
So to celebrate the 12th anniversary, we requested and got the 12 p.m. spot.
Right.
Which a lot of people refer to as high noon.
Yeah. And that's next week.
Yeah. So can people come out?
Yeah, people should definitely come out.
Okay.
Because we're not going to be, we're the headliner.
Are we going to have like prizes?
I think I heard something about prizes.
I think I'm going to bring some prizes, some passes to give away. Oh.
I got something to tell you right now.
Talk to me.
We were going to talk about this after the show.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let everyone know.
Yeah.
The Abacus has put together.
Stop it. I can't.
A newlywed game for the two of us.
Oh my God.
At the live show.
Oh my God.
I got to answer questions about you. You've got to answer questions about me, and then we have a competition about joint questions about the podcast.
That is brilliant.
So prepare your butts, people.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's going to be crazy.
Is there an actual trophy to go along with this?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. We have to ask the Abacus.
Yeah. The winner gets to keep doing the show.
Exactly.
No, the other way around.
The winner can finally retire.
The loser has to keep doing the show.
Yeah, exactly. But we're also going to be talking about Oppenheimer next week.
For Oppenheimer. That's a long movie.
My God. Okay. All right. So if you want to be a part of the show, best way to do that is go ahead and email us podcast@penncinema.com. But if you want to support the show, Penn, what is the number one way people can do that?
Be an effort at Complete in the Box on Saturday, July 29th at 12 o'clock p.m.
Right. And if you can't be there, tell someone else to be there for you.
Right. We will be taking attendance.
Attendance is mandatory. All right. Well, once again, for the Penn Cinema Podcast, I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.